Good morning, Southwest Custom.
This time on Southwest Custom. Let's get straight into it. More work on the Ford Coupe. And some great work is being started with a T4 transporter that has come in. As well as a new competition at the end of this episode, so stay tuned.
Spoiler alert!
Alrighty then, so the Ford Coupe. There is a serious amount of welding to do on this bad boy, so Dan talks us through the process and what he's actually doing. Personally, I think he just likes the pretty colours, but apparently welding does other things. Who knew?
See, then I can notch that out. And that will sit in there. And that makes this strong. And then we just need like an L bracket to go behind here. Off we go.
Ooh, pretty sparks.
Like so. Let's see if this puzzle fits. There we go. And then we've got a bit of movement because we might need to adjust it.
A study of trigonometry requires absolute precision.
Gives us an idea of where it's going to sit. But look, we see we can adjust it as and where we need to. I like to do a little bit on one side and then I'll go and do the same on the other side straight away. So at every stage it's being done exactly the same time. If I do everything this side happens fixed, that side might be out of line. So I try to do little bits on each side.
Whoa!
Like a glove.
Oh, it fits perfectly.
Ow!
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's fucking sexy.
Woo! 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 Woo!
Get off!
Woo!
Yes!
Woo!
Do the same with this side. It's quite hard work as well because it's made of fiberglass and it's so uneven. So this side's a little bit, as you can see, it's a bit raised. It's a bit of a step. Yeah. We work with what we got. Well, we make it work. That's what we do. I think that's looking pretty good.
Tell her.
Here, my viewers, because this is because of the floor, and this one's obviously got a slight curve to it, so where I've welded that in, it doesn't sit quite straight to this piece. So I've welded that in, and then now I'm going to fill this up with welding here, and then I'll just feather that out so it all matches, and then it all looks nice and smooth. So you won't know.
But we will, because we've just seen it.
You're on. Just showing it.
Stop it, Charlie!
Have a look. So what I've done is I've welded it, and I've gone up and down like that, back forward, and then I've done it this bit here, gone like that, and then that now helps me. So when I grind that back, I can grind that to a smooth finish. Don't really know how to explain that, but you'll see now. So, so where it's welded in, and then all I'm doing is grinding the weld I put on, so I've put quite a big lump of it on there, welding that down, and not touching too much of the outside so it makes the metal thinner. Weld that, and then eventually I just blend it all in. So I don't take too much of this out. So it's still just as thick, and it's still strong. That's pretty good, I may say so myself. And then it's got a slight, not much there, but... And then obviously we've got a bit of an overhang there, so I'll trim that off. Then we'll work out now is an L plate. So what we'll do is make an L plate of this stuff, weld it to this bottom plate, and then drill a hole through there and the plate, and then we can nut and bolt that there, which means then the tank will be removed. And we've got to do another bracket somewhere up here, I believe it was, either side. And then it'll be on the other side of the tank where we've got blocks of wood at the moment holding it. As you can see. And then, yeah, we'll make then all this obviously where it's coming down here. Then this is going to be bolted to there, then it will join to here, and then we've got to go across the back, and then obviously something to support. Or we could leave the wood.
It's a stupid idea.
Steve! I'm thirsty!
Dan, I sometimes think you pick on Steve a bit. Is there an HR department we could write to? Steve,
That's how you make
thoughts?
it feel. That is how you make it go.
I think I would feel lazy.
All right, bored now. Shut up, Steve.
Doing the L bracket now. So measured this piece against the bracket on the tank. So I put it in, put a little tack on there, then I've trial fitted it, and then I've squeezed it together to give it so it's got the right angle to the bracket on the tank. So now I can go ahead and weld it up. So I decided to weld it up. So I'll clean that off in a moment. Yes! Like that, see? Just sit that on there. Flush like that. Sorry, cameraman. Yeah. That's about right.
Anyway, more on this great project later. Still lots to do, and no doubt we shall join Dan again as he takes his masculine frustrations out on bent metal. Hoorah!
Do you have questions about your restoration project? Do you need advice about what happens next? Do you spend hours searching the internet? Perhaps it's time to get help from Jodie and Dan.
Bill from Weston said, "Is it true if you can piss, you can paint?"
That's such a
Is it
common
true?
question. Technically, yes.
Don't be so rude.
But it doesn't. The end result is going to be different to someone who can.
Yeah, so technically no. Technically no.
It's such a common question which I've never actually had to answer.
Everyone hates me.
Yeah, because everybody says it, don't they?
Yeah, they do, don't they? Yeah, everybody says it.
Rude.
But yeah, there's a lot more to painting than just as everyone says.
It's
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Lee from Minehead asked, what car do you drive?
Volkswagen van. Is that there? That's my car.
It's your van.
It's my van. It's my drive around car. Van.
What's your other car?
That's my car. That's it. It's out there.
That is one big pile of shit.
Colin from Whirl. Do you guys use wax oil or anything similar? Yes.
Yeah, we use wax oil. I don't really know what anything else you would use. The only other thing we use is weld through primer if we're doing any panels. Welding panels, so we'll spray the inside of the panel, and when it's welded on you can't get to it, so it's just protecting it, and then we put wax oil in at the end.
Fascinating.
What does wax oil actually do?
It leaves like a waxy coating on metal and stops any damp and moisture penetrating the metal.
You shall not pass!
Is it wax or is it oil?
Both, isn't it?
The waxy oil.
It's a waxy oil base stuff.
Come on, what kind of stupid answer is that?
On to the T4. These grey vehicles have been really popular recently by people selling their houses, putting on 4-week-old dungarees, and heading around the world living the van life. Or as we like to call it, sleeping in a car park and smelling like a dead yak. On an entirely unrelated note, my deodorant-themed stocks and shares portfolio is booming, so I say, stink away, fair hippies, stink away. However, this T4 is a cracking example and just needs a little TLC. Rich, what do you got for us?
Right, this is the door for a T4. It had previous damage through the sensor, pushing the door in and bulging it out. The previous repairers have just filled the door full and it was about 1/4 inch thick filler. So used the pin pullers, the shrinker, pulled it back out to a nice level so we can have a nice little skim of filler. We're ready for primer.
As ever, Rich, a true fountain of insightful knowledge and sophistication. Some say he is the eldritch love child of a dictionary and a mastermind winner. Others say that with a mere thought, he can levitate spanners of up to 23 centimeters in length. But we, of course, know him as the Rich.
Yeah, okay. You love us, and we love you. Terrific.
You're explaining what you're doing. So this is the sliding door for the T4 Volkswagen. Rich is pulling out dents from the bottom using the pin puller. It welds the pins in on demonstration. And then he pulls them out using the puller, the slide hammer. And then it pulls the dents back out, so it's relatively straight. straighter than it was. And then he pulls them off, grinds it back flat, and then he'll do what he does after that. And that's just part of what's been done to the T4.
Right then, so it's a typical T4, rusty. So we've done all the rear arch, all down the sill.
You say we've done it, what have we actually done?
Welded, so we replaced all, the rear arches, the seals all been welded internally, dog leg, this seal bit here, loads of welding work underneath. Do you have it on the rack? Oh no, we've done that handbrake plate bit, wasn't it, on the rack? A lot of floor stuff in here. Come have a look. Yeah, done all the floor suspension, top mount and suspension on it and all that. We've done.
Spring mounts.
Spring mounts and all that. You can see all this has been replaced. That's our copper weld through primer. And the floor sections.
It's a lot of work. Is the roof sound?
All this has been fabricated on here. So all under here is fabricated, all in there, in the inner tub. We had some panels for this, and then anything we didn't have, we've had to fabricate, mainly the internal stuff. And then obviously we've done all the filler work, shaped it all up, and it's now sat in epoxy primer. And Rich is at the moment just blocking it all down and checking it over before we look at doing the colour. Got 2 front wings for it. So we have 2 front new wings. Bit of windows all out, bit of rust around the windows. So yeah, so yeah.
All the panels off.
All the panels, the panels now are ready. They're over at the paint shop, ready for some primer. And that'll be all blocking down and checking over as well.
Well done, sir.
Okay, so it's competition time. Who would like a brand new Dave the Peacock tub, hot off the press?
It's incredible. I mean, look, that is incredible.
Making it a bit harder now, you have to like this video, share it, and then post it on your Facebook and Instagram channels, then comment done underneath.
Like you've done it 1,000 times.
Just so you know, we're like besties with Edward Snowden, so we can totally see your algorithms, so we shall know if you've done it. Let the sharing begin.
Cracking tail feathers, Dave, but have you got one of these? No, didn't think you did.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, Southwest Custom on Facebook, and the website address www.southwestcustom.co.uk. We've got merchandise website www.swkmerch.com. Also like, share the video. Lovely, thank you. And don't forget YouTube, which you should already be on because you're watching me right now.
Next week, Dan and Steve take turns to snort motor oil, because of course they do, I would expect nothing less of those two, and Jodie loses her hearing aid. What? Speak up!